3, 2, 1, start. Honorable Supreme Court held in the case of R. Chari versus State of UP reported in AIR 1951 SC 207 as under para. It is clear from the wording of the section that the initiation of the proceedings against a person commences on the cognizance of the offence by the magistrate under one of the three contingencies mentioned in the section. Stop. The first contingency evidently is in respect of non-cognizable offences as defined in the Criminal Procedure Code on the complaint of an aggrieved person. Stop. The second is on a police report, which evidently is the case of a cognizable offence when the police have completed their investigation and come to the magistrate for the issue of a process. Stop. The third is when the magistrate himself takes notice of an offence and issues the process. Stop. It is important to remember that in respect of any cognizable offence, the police, at the initial stage when they are investigating the matter, can arrest a person without obtaining an order from the magistrate. Stop. Under section 167 within bracket B of the Criminal Procedure Code, the police have of course to put up the person so arrested before a magistrate within 24 hours and obtain an order of remand to police custody for the purpose of further investigation, if they so desire. Stop. But they have the power to arrest a person for the purpose of investigation without approaching the magistrate first. Stop. Therefore, in cases of cognizable offence, before proceedings are initiated and while the matter is under investigation by the police, the suspected person is liable to be arrested by the police without an order by the magistrate. Stop. It may also be noticed that the magistrate who makes the order of remand may be one of who has no jurisdiction to try the case. Stop. Para. In our opinion, having regard to the wording of section 3 of the Act, the assumption that the magistrate can issue a warrant only after taking cognizance of an offence under section 190 of the Criminal Procedure Code is unsound. Stop. The proviso to section 3 of the Act expressly covers the case of a magistrate issuing a warrant for the arrest of a person in the course of investigation only and on the footing that it is a cognizable offence. Para. What is taking cognizance has not been defined in the Criminal Procedure Code and I have no desire to attempt to define it. Stop. It seems to me clear, however, that before it can be said that any magistrate has taken cognizance of any offence under section 119 within bracket 1 within bracket A of the Criminal Procedure Code, he must not only have applied his mind to the contents of the petition, but he must have done so for the purpose of proceeding in a particular way as indicated in the subsequent provisions of this chapter, proceeding under section 200 and thereafter sending it for inquiry and report under section 202. Stop. When the magistrate applies his mind not for the purpose of proceeding under the subsequent sections of this chamber, but for taking action of some other kind, example, ordering investigation under section 156 within bracket 3, or issuing a search warrant for the purpose of the investigation, he cannot be said to have taken cognizance of the offence. Stop. Para. In the case of Gopal Das Sindhi versus State of Assam, reported as AIR 1961 SC 986, Honorable Supreme Court observed as under colon para when the complaint was received by Mr. Thomas on August 3, 1957, his order, which we have already quoted, clearly indicates that he did not take cognizance of the offences mentioned in the complaint but had sent the complaint under section 156 within bracket 3 of the code of the officer in charge of police station Guwahati for investigation. Stop. Section 156 within bracket 3 states any magistrate empowered under section 190 may order such investigation as above mentioned. Stop. Mr. Thomas was certainly a magistrate empowered to take cognizance under section 190 and he was empowered to take cognizance of an offence upon receiving a complaint. Stop. He, however, decided not to take cognizance but to send the complaint to the police for investigation as sections 147, 342 and 448 were cognizable offences. Stop. It was, however, urged that once a complaint was filed, the magistrate was bound to take cognizance and proceed under chapter 16 of the code. Stop. It is clear, however, that chapter 16 would come into play only if the magistrate had taken cognizance of an offence on the complaint filed before him, because section 200 states that a magistrate taking cognizance of an offence on complaint shall at once examine the complainant and the witnesses present, if any, upon oath, and the substance of the examination shall be reduced to writing and shall be signed by the complainant and the witnesses and also by the magistrate. Stop.
अगर तुम लोग नए हो तो सब्सक्राइब करो, वो जो लाल वाला बटन है उसके साथ सूर्य नमस्कार करो या फिर अनुलोम विलोम, मुझे नहीं पता, बस क्लिक हो जाना चाहिए।